The battle of the narcissistic MAGA billionaires continues because earlier today, Elon Musk went on another tirade against Donald Trump and his quote unquote big beautiful bill. Now, the bill is nothing close to beautiful. It kicks millions of Americans off of their health insurance. It makes energy more expensive. It makes groceries more expensive. It's a handout to billionaires, the whole nine yards. It is absolutely devastating for the American people. And Elon Musk, surprisingly, came out against it. And it's not just him. There are Democrats, independents, labor unions, all of these different groups around the United States are sounding the alarm over how bad this bill is going to be. So I want to show you some of these posts from Elon Musk. But first and foremost, let's look at what the American people are saying. What's the average voter out there? What's their view on this bill? There are 4 different polls here. Let's start with the Pew Research Center all the way on the left. 49% of respondents said that they oppose Donald Trump's bill in that poll. Only 29 said they support it. And all these other polls have similar results. KFF, 64% of respondents said they opposed it. Only 35% said they support it. Fox News, 59% say they oppose, 38 say they support. And finally, for the Washington Post, and remember, obviously Fox News is incredibly conservative, so the fact that 59% of their respondents are saying, not a fan, is a big deal. And then finally, the Washington Post, 42% of people saying, don't support it, not a fan. Only 23%, the lowest support among any of these polls, say that they support Donald Trump's big, ugly bill. So that brings us to Elon Musk's post. And it really does pain me to say this, but Elon Musk is right on some of these critiques. He's right that Donald Trump's bill is disastrous. And I hate Elon Musk. You've seen me criticize him on this channel. So, it takes a lot for me to say that. Elon Musk in this post, the first one out of 3 that I want to show you, he said, the latest Senate draft bill will destroy millions of jobs in America and cause immense strategic harm to our country, utterly insane and destructive. It gives handouts to industries of the past while severely damaging industries of the future. And he's absolutely right. Look, Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans are coming after all this renewable energy that President Biden and the Democrats were working on during his term. Look, renewable energy is the energy source of the future, whether Republicans want to acknowledge that or not. There are countries like China who are investing incredibly heavy in renewable energy and building more and more every single year because they recognize that this is the technology of the future. So we, the United States, are kind of playing catch up. And Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans want to make that even more difficult. They want to reverse the work that President Biden did to catch the United States up. They want to bring us back. They want to hold us back. And Elon Musk is right that we're actually damaging these industries of the future while simultaneously giving handouts to the industries of the past, the fossil fuel industry and all these fossil fuel executives. So look, not a fan of Elon Musk, but he's absolutely right here. And of course, this is a person who works in energy that he's responding to. And he talks about how the draft from the Senate raises taxes on all wind and solar projects that haven't begun construction today unless they are placed service by end of 2027 and navigate complex, likely unworkable requirements to prove that they don't use a drop of Chinese materials, basically making it impossible for new solar and wind projects in the United States. It's devastating. Here's another tweet from Elon Musk about Donald Trump's big, ugly bill. He included some polling. The first question was, Elon Musk claims that this legislation is an outrageous pork-filled spending bill that will massively increase the budget deficit and burden American citizens with crushingly unsustainable debt. Now you can see the different categories. They have hard GOP, medium GOP, and a toss-up voter. But across all voters, 58% agree, only 37% disagree with that statement. And then on the bottom, it says the one big beautiful bill, tax, and spend legislation would increase the federal deficit by $2.4 trillion over the next decade. Similar results across the board. 57% of all voters agree, only 35% say they disagree. And Elon Musk responded to this tweet, or this poll, I should say, in a tweet saying, polls show that this bill is political suicide for the Republicans. And I would agree that this polling shows that. It's devastating for the Republicans if they move forward with it. But I don't think that this in and of itself is what's going to do it for the Republican Party in terms of them ending themselves. I think it's going to be things like this. We learned from the nonpartisan budget office, the congressional nonpartisan budget office, that Trump's budget bill would cut nearly $1 trillion for Medicaid. $1 trillion for Medicaid with a T. That's not a B, that's not an M, that's a T. $1 trillion for Medicaid, which will inevitably kick millions of Americans off of their health care. That is devastating. people who rely on Medicaid, being kicked off because Donald Trump and his buddies want to give out more handouts to their wealthy friends. They don't want to make healthcare better. They want to make it worse. They want to make it harder for lower income Americans to be able to access care that they need, to be able to get the services they need to make them better. And all of this right now is in this one bill. All of this. Raising of the deficit, increasing spending, which they promised not to do, kicking people off of Medicaid, making it harder for people to just live. That's what Donald Trump's bill does. Here's another post from Elon Musk. The other guy, the gentleman we talked about previously, talking about the energy provisions. They say the energy provisions in the Republicans' one big horrible bill are truly so bad. Who wants this? And Elon Musk says, good question. Who wants it? At the same time, this bill raises the debt ceiling by $5 trillion, the biggest increase in history, putting America in the fast lane to debt slavery. These are all critiques that Elon Musk has had of Donald Trump's bill for quite some time. And we saw what happened last time when Elon Musk made it known. There was this huge beef between them. They were attacking each other publicly. There was this major fallout of the billionaires. And it seems like Elon Musk is on that crash course again, moving headfirst into Donald Trump and the MAGA party, of which he has spent hundreds of millions of dollars of his own money to support. And now he's saying, yeah, this signature policy that you guys are trying to pass, I do not like it. I am not on board. It's unfortunately what he voted for. I don't know if Elon Musk knew what he was getting himself into, but that's what he voted for. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, not only is Elon Musk criticizing Donald Trump, and maybe that leads to a bigger feud, but Democrats as well. Gavin Newsome correctly pointed out that Donald Trump and the Republicans are literally, and this is not a joke, literally throwing seniors out on the street. We learned from the American Healthcare Association that more than half of nursing homes would have to be forced to cut staff under Donald Trump's bill, and more than 1/4 would have to close their doors. So not only are they making it harder for older Americans, lower income Americans to access healthcare, they're saying if you are a senior citizen in this country, you are utilizing one of these nursing homes, you better hope we don't come after you. You better hope we don't fire the people that help you or close their doors, because that's the effects of what Donald Trump is doing. And Gavin Newsom is absolutely right. 1 in 4 nursing homes say they'll be forced to shut down if Donald Trump's bill becomes law. And also, the final thing I want to point out here is that a bunch of different trade unions have come out against this bill. This one, the National Association of Building Trades, said if enacted, the bill stands to be the biggest job-killing bill in the history of the country, the equivalent of terminating more than 1,000 Keystone XL projects. Remember when the Republicans were screaming about that? Now they're quiet, interestingly. And it threatens more than 1.7 million construction jobs. So all of this is to say that if a bill like this, with all of these damaging provisions, are being criticized by Elon Musk, the former first buddy of the United States, and Democrats pointing out how devastating these provisions would be, maybe we should listen to the American people. And look, it's not nuanced. It's not vague here. The people aren't being vague. The numbers aren't close. The American people oppose this bill, and yet right now at the time of filming this, Republicans are trying to ram it through Congress. It's a disgrace. And if Elon Musk is criticizing it, I'm criticizing it, Democrats are criticizing it, we're all on the same side of an issue, you know what the Republicans are doing is really bad. So anyway, I just wanted to bring you this new bombshell that Elon Musk has dropped on Donald Trump today, but I'll leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. It goes an incredibly long way. Drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about this story. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.